Stabilization process 100%. Everything is fine, Descendant. I can now control this Ironheart. Finally, after everything we've been through, we have obtained the Ironheart. It may only be one of the 3 Ironhearts, but we can still alter the future with it. For instance... Wait. Descendant. This Ironheart. The ancestors have left some encrypted data for me. File type. Inversion technology database. Descendant. How do the ancestors know about inversion? I thought inversion was Vulgus technology. This is beyond comprehension for my analysis system. Not to mention, this database has been protected with a powerful encryption system that can only be unlocked by observing inverted energy. We should take the Ironheart to a safe place for now. Let's hurry and return to Albion. I have something I must tell the Descendants.
Descendant, it's Seneca. If you're transporting the Ironheart back to Albion, you'll need to leave it there for now. It looks like the Colossus Devourer is drawn to the energy of the Ironheart. If you bring it to Albion now, the situation will become much worse.
Damn! What the heck? Why do you keep getting in the way at times like these, Colossi?
Not completely unexpected. Same thing happens every time an Ironheart is removed. We should brace for an intercept battle.
Don't act all nonchalant about this. You haven't even fully recovered yet. Kyle, listen. We should wait here and start transporting the Ironheart again when things settle down.
Descendant, Devourer is a colossus that hasn't been seen for some time. It was last spotted a decade ago. It's a powerful colossus, which makes it very difficult to defeat. The existence of Devourer in itself is devastating enough. But the biggest issue right now is that it's appeared at a location close to Ingress. If we fail, Ingress will be in great danger. Please, intercept Devourer.
If all modules were the same, I'd be out of a job, right? Welcome to the Modules Lab.
If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
Initiating scan.
You need information about the Colossus. You did it. Your actions have saved Ingress from destruction once again. However, the frequency of Colossi appearing and moving to, and many of them have been spotted close to Ingress. We need to find a solution for this. At this rate, Ingress is more likely to be destroyed by the To prevent that from happening, we must close it.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
The success of this operation will lead us to victory. I've received the intercept battle results from Seneca. This won't do. Since we have the Ironheart, closing at least one part of the dimensional wall might be a good... Everyone, we're going to use the Ironheart at the Albion Prime hands. It's time to Enzo, prepare to activate the...
Affirmative.
Descendant, why don't you go and observe? Since you played a key part in the future of humanity will change.
HQ, the Ironheart is in position. Prime hands ready to be activated.
I never thought that I'd live to witness this moment. Activate Prime hands. I'll also head. Enzo, what happened? Why has the emergency stop been activated?
It's the guide. Alpha, the guide wants to speak with you urgently. It's about the Ironheart.
Attention, all descendants. Listen to what I have to say for a moment. Please, do not use the Ironheart. We don't have much time. Descendant. Descendant, I have a responsibility to guide everyone on the proper use of the Ironheart. As such, I strongly recommend that you delay in using the Ironheart. If we use the Ironheart inside Albion, we may entice all of the Colossi to us. With our discovery of the final Ironheart, all the Ironhearts in Ingress have been exposed. Soon, the Ingress dimension will reach a state of entropy saturation. The energy emitted by the 3 Ironhearts is too great to be circulated naturally. If we close the dimensional wall now, it could disrupt this already strained energy circulation, leading to a greater disaster. The point where the circulation is disrupted will connect to the void dimension, and the location of Ingress will be divulged to all Colossi. Powerful Colossi like Devourer have already appeared. It would be what? What if we
Enough! I don't want to hear anything else you have to say. Reactivate the Ironheart in the Prime hands immediately.
Alpha, are you seriously going to go ahead with this? Even after hearing all of that?
Okay, sounds like it's about to get noisy in HQ again.
Do you need anything? As an executive officer, this whole situation, ever since the Magisters announced the dimension isolation theory, the Ironhearts and the dimensional walls have been the only way, but now it looks like the Ironhearts can... This isn't a situation where we can just blind... Countless soldiers have lost their lives, and a huge amount of resources and time have been... We're talking about the hopes of humankind crumbling away here. But if what the guide says is true, we have to re-examine our plan for humanity, as well as reconsider the purpose of the Ironheart. I thought it would be over once we found the Ironhearts, but things are... I'm receiving a transmission from Alpha.
Descendant, return to HQ immediately. I'll fill you in on the operation. Nell and I have reached an agreement. I don't like it, but it's workable. isn't much time. We have to hurry. But first, I understand the Ironhearts attract Colossi, but that can be solved by not using the Ironheart when faced with this possibility. There has been no bigger threat to us than the Colossi and the Vulgus. For humankind who has lived through such disasters, we'll use the Ironheart as taking all opinions into consideration. We have decided, if you're concerned about what the guide said, we'll use the Ironheart strategically and tactically. We found a good location. So far, prime hands have been found in the following zones: the Albion Mountains, the Hagios Fields, and the White Knight Gulch. The location of the main base of the Order of Truth. Yes, I did say main base. But Vulgus occupation of the White Knight Gulch has declined by 50. Also, the Vulgus forces have lost a large number of units over the last few decades. Even if we estimate the number of remaining forces to be... Descendant, go to the White Knight Gulch and secure the ruin. Valby and Eugen should still be there. They were sent to investigate Ironheart traces. Enzo, if the guide acts suspiciously, report to me immediately.
You don't need to worry. The guide is an AI with no corporeal form. She can't utilize any physical force by herself. And we also have no way to stop the guide at this moment.
That is definitely a problem.
Infiltration by the Vulgus has gotten worse recently. HQ has ordered us to step up our security.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
Are you here as an outpatient? Or for... Hey. HQ filled me in. You're gonna use the Ironheart here? How annoying. I had charts to write an art. When exactly will I be able to look for my troop members? An operation? Oh. How are we gonna get to the Prime Hat? Well, you can work with Valby and figure that out yourselves. Valby was in charge of battle recon. If I can offer some advice, don't get hurt. Please. We're out of... If I had one wish, it'll be that none of you got hurt. Go catch up with Valby.
Eugen, we're all teammates. Can't you sweeten your attitude just a little bit?
Sorry. All out of sugar here.
The Vulgus can't see me. Why? Because I exist in their blind spot.
What do you get when you mix water and RK? Of course.
Do as I say, if you want to live.
This doesn't look easy. You have to understand, Eugen hasn't had a decent night's sleep ever since we got here. The medical corps unit he was in charge of went missing. An emergency evacuation request came in from the main base of the Order of Truth. Eugen was taken, so to help him out, his medical corps unit and we lost contact with them. That's how intense this area used to be. That's so strange. Anyway, we should... If enemy forces really have reduced...
Valby, do you want us to just barge through the gate? You sure your suit isn't affecting your brain?
What?
I'm asking you if you're out of your mind. The area near the gate is swarming with Order of Truth troops.
We've been told that the number of Vulgus forces have reduced. Stop looking at your charts and read the report from HQ.
If you see any way of breaking through the gate, please let me know first. I need to find my corps members.
Of course, Doctor. What do you get?
Welcome. You're here for modules, right? Modules will make you stronger.
This is the only way to get through the gate, so we have to move quietly. Wait. I see Order of Truth scouts. They must be on patrol. Let's attack them before they spot us. I want you to take care of all of them before the alarm goes off. Not right. Looking at the way they're just running at us, I don't think they have a real commander. The rest of it will be as easy as sailing downstream. That got away.
According to the analysis report from the drone, the Vulgus gate can read biodata. I've contacted a biodata expert for help.
Eugen! Happy to help. What are friends for? If you can gather enough Vulgus DNA, I can build a dummy that will pull in. Eugen, did you hear me? I know you're probably busy.
I'm sure the data we collected is useful. There's something I need to personally attend.
Oh, you did hear me. That's okay, of course. I'll isolate and organize necessary data before sending it to you. We've got company. Don't let them steal the data. Data as possible. It's very complex, and genetic mapping isn't easy. Protect the data, Descendant.
should be able to break through the gate now.
Where did they all go? For now, let's just keep moving. We can take care of any remaining enemies as we go.
This must be all of them. Do you think they've retreated? And this is the rear guard?
Initiating stealth abortion. Entering stealth state. Auxiliary is low.
Something smells fishy. What happened to the Order of Truth?
Fishy? I don't smell anything.
It's too early to jump to conclusions. We need more data. Let's focus on eliminating any remaining enemy troops. For now.
Low. That's laughable.
Whoa. There's something around here with energy strong enough to shake water. Be careful. Phew. All quiet. All that's left is the gate barrier.
Good. Let's try breaking through now.
Okay, that's the gate secured, but it feels like someone is watching us. I'm gonna have a look around. I'll catch you up.
Fine. I'll go on ahead.
work harder. Did it feel to you like someone or something was watching you during the battle? It definitely feels to me like someone's gaze has fallen on us. Ever since I access my abilities with water, I can sense when there's tiny ripples. I'd better spread out through the water and find where that gaze is coming from. I'll ask Eugen to transmit the operation details. Be careful.
Wait, Bobby. Now you want me to deal with ops transmissions? When will I be able to go find my core members?
I need to find out who has their eye on us. I'll also look in the water for traces of your core. So please, transmit the operation details.
That's a neat trick. I wish my RK abilities were like that, so I could hide in a cup of coffee or tea.
There you go again, making fun of me. My abilities are more uncomfortable than you realize.
Ops transmissions. Still, it was no easy feat to break through the gate. Even if the enemy... If you'd been here from the start, maybe my medical unit... It happened recently. 5 of them... They went out on an emergency evacuation mission, but we lost contact with them. Then the gate was shut, and there was a series of attacks. So, as we've been able to get through like this, the ruins are right in front of us anyway, and the prime hands aren't going anywhere. How about we see if we can find where my core... No objections, right? My poor core members deserve to be found.
Oh, one more thing. Try not to step in any puddles. If there's water, could be Bobby.
Dr. Han, I haven't actually submerged myself yet.
Descendant, we have received the next set of coordinates. To ensure safety of the ruins area, we're commencing an operation to annihilate the enemy. Our goal is to completely eliminate all enemies in the ruins area. We have detected Vulgus signals, indicating an ambush near your location. While eliminating any remaining enemies. You were ordered not to enter the ruins until the area is secured. forces are switching to offensive. Don't let your guard down. We've detected a unit with a high-level energy signal. We suspect a Vulgus with a massive amount of firepower. Take care of it immediately.
That's laughable.
Vulgus eliminated. We'll brief you at HQ for your next operation. Descendant, we have received the next set of coordinates. To ensure safety of the ruins area, we're commencing an operation to annihilate the enemy. Our goal is to completely eliminate all enemies in the ruins area. We have detected Vulgus signals, indicating an ambush near your location. Keep moving towards the ruins entrance while eliminating any remaining enemies. You were ordered not to enter the ruins until the area is secured. Enemy forces are switching to offensive. Don't let your guard down. We've detected a unit with a high-level energy signal. We suspect a Vulgus with a massive amount of firepower. Take care of it immediately. Vulgus eliminated. We'll brief you at HQ for your next operation.
HQ, this is Eugen. We secured the area surrounding the Ancestors' ruins. Standing by to infiltrate the ruins. We haven't located any traces of the missing medical core unit yet. Bobby's working on it.
Good job. I'm sorry to hear about the missing core members, but this operation cannot be delayed. You are to infiltrate the ruins immediately. Descendant, I'll have the Ironheart sent there once you've secured them. This mission symbolizes everything that humanity has long awaited. Must be successful.
You got all that, right? Okay, let's prepare to infiltrate the ruins. There may be signs of my core members.
Descendant, can you hear me? I went to Mystery's End to try and reach you. I'll be waiting at the ruins that contain the Prime Hands. There's something that I must tell you.
Guy, you're not trying to stop our operation, are you?
Ironheart is waiting to be transported to your equipment and forces are also waiting to be deployed. Alpha has been looking forward to this moment, considering the circumstance that human, however Descendant, consider. If you are in a position where you are unable to object, unless you or the Descendants will it up, I will also follow the will of humanity from this point forward. I was created to serve humanity, and I believe demonstrate humans tend to prioritize results over process. If they view a result as, therefore, I consider this coming process. Please take care of the Ironheart.
Guide, your last comment made it sound like you've given up on the current situation. Is that really how you feel?
I have not given up on anything, just as you have not given up on your medical corps members, despite there being only a flicker of hope.
What do you mean? My corps members are still alive.
The entrance to the ruins is blocked. We need to get an engineering unit to break through. We'll send you an engineering unit once all Vulgus near the entrance have been removed. Eugen will lead the engineering unit to the scene while keeping an eye on the ruins entrance.
Understood, HQ. Over and out. Yes.
Loading. Initiating stop.
Descendant, I've been waiting for you.
Wait. What is that voice?
It seems to be the voice of the ruins' internal system, but we have no records of any such system.
Perhaps the ruins are reacting to the Ironheart. This is a good sign.
There are a significant number of Vulgus siblings, Alpha.
I believe you can handle that mission. It was a much tougher situation when the investigative corps first discovered the ruins. I lost all of my teammates in that operation. One of them was a powerful Descendant who was being considered for commander. He was better than me in every way. I want to commemorate the souls of those who fell in that operation by seizing the Ironheart. Descendant, I will send you the room by comparing it with past records. Use it to get to the Prime Hand. Over.
Unseen. That's laughable. I'm gonna cut you.
For hide and seek! You cannot avoid
An area of electromagnetic energy. You need to be extra careful while there. The area around the red sphere and areas connected to the prime hands, or any Ironheart, have powerful electromagnetic fields. It's one of the clues that humans have used to locate the Ironhearts. Slowly but surely.
We'll test your qualifications. Think you're okay.
Descendant, we have detected a Vulgus signal moving toward you. You might need RK to open the gate. Now, has such a system existed in the past?
According to past records, no. I'm looking.
That voice. Something doesn't feel right about that voice. If there is a terminal that I can connect to, I will be able to check. But I don't believe there is such a device in these ruins.
Auxiliary.
RK confirmed. Waiting for you. The prime hands are close. You're not. Bring it to me.
Strange. The Ancestors' ruins have never looked like this before. Have you heard anything from the guide?
This is Eugen. The guide did mention these ruins were unusual, but they don't seem to have any detailed information either.
Alpha, should we abort the operation? Honestly, I would prefer to delay using the Ironheart.
We've already had this conversation. Can't you just trust me for once, Nell?
It's not about who's right or wrong, Alpha. I just want to use the information we've received from beings more advanced than us strategically.
We can't turn back based on a mere feeling. We've come too far. There is a lot at stake with this operation. Descendant, the place where you are fighting is a very important facility. According to the Magister's analysis, it has a cooling system which is necessary to activate the prime hands. Any remaining Vulgus will hinder the activation. I want you to eliminate all enemies and move forward. Over and out. Descendant, we found records that say you need a phase shift device in order to reach the Prime Hands. But the terminal necessary to activate it is in a very dangerous location. The quantum disintegration trap is activated, and the structure that leads to the terminal is completely destroyed. Please, be careful. It worked! The phase shift device has been activated. Now we can get to the Prime Hands.
It's time to face the truth!
Descendant, Vulgus signals are detected all around you. You're surrounded.
Where is the Iron Heart?
That voice has been bugging me for a while. What's happening?
Iron Heart. I have grown up, promised the Dominators that I would offer them the Iron Heart. Take it. Waiting for this moment. Bring me the Iron Heart.
Oh no. That was a Vulgus' voice.
Everyone, remain calm. This changes nothing. We only have to defeat this thing and connect the Iron Heart.
Initiating.
You. Seal the dimensional wall and the location of Ingress will be exposed. If that is what HQ wished. I hope they learn their lesson from this. Descendant, look here! Stemming the flow of dimensional energy will only attract the attention of the Colossi. The dimensional wall must not be touched by anyone. Watch it! Access the plans immediately. To help humanity. My task now is... The Ironheart has delivered results that leave much to be desired. However, there is still one final option. There's something I wish to tell you. No, to tell all of humankind, Descendant. Descendants, I did not wish for this to happen. But if I had continued to oppose the use of the Iron Heart, any trust you had, I had no other choice but to wait for the best moment. Descendant, can you guess what my purpose may be? And what the final... When we were first linked, we both said we needed that for humankind, an Iron Heart was a means to close. In which case, why would a guide need Iron Heart? No, Descendants, is to ensure their destruction. If the dimensional wall is closed, a much bigger cataclysmic event will occur. However, so long as the dimensional wall exists, the energy emitted from any Iron Heart for humankind and Ingress to truly experience. This is what the ancestors have passed down to me. The regret of your Descendants. Now is the time to choose. Please, I hope all of humankind will accept the sacred mission.
Hold on a sec. Are you going to destroy the Iron Heart? That's your true purpose?
If that's the case, the Iron Hearts could have just been destroyed in the first place.
She probably didn't know until she saw what happened when we used one. And there's no way Alpha would have allowed it.
It seems there are no other options.
Descendants, I have received the details of your conversation with the guide. I wish to speak with the Descendants regarding the operation. No, regarding the future of humanity. I invite you all to return to HQ. The success of this operation, destroying the Iron Heart. I'll be honest, it's shocking. I must admit, had I known about this from the start, I would not have used it. However, the only reason I'm still calm, even after hearing all of this, is because the operation to close the dimensional wall, the enduring wish of humanity, was all... Damn it. However, Descendants, the destruction of the Iron Heart is... Have you ever wondered why the Magisters continue to assist? Officially, our alliance with the Magisters has its roots in our fight against a common enemy, the Vulgus. However, there is an inconvenient truth. Something which Albion the Magisters want the Iron Hearts for their own purposes. The reason they came to us is because their ambition for the Iron Hearts differed from Corell's. Humankind entered into an agreement with the Magisters to receive scientific technology and resources. Closing the dimensional wall was also a common goal, born from the mutual understanding between humankind and the Magisters. Which is why, if we destroy the Iron Heart without consulting them, Descendants, humanity is in a terrible position where we're unable to survive on our own. Without the Magister's technology, we can no longer plan for our future. I was afraid we would become dependent upon this new entity, the Guide. That is why I rejected the Guide. And all of this is why we cannot... We are caught between a rock and a hard place. I need some time. For the time being, please obey Nell's command. Until I return, I would like the Descendants to consider this development. We'll discuss our ultimate decision.
Do you think that strategic planning is easy? Descendants, I understand everyone will be feeling... However, in times such as these, we need to focus on operations and prepare for the enemy. It just so happens that Valby has returned from recon with some promising... And since this mission is critical to the White Knight Gulch occupation, I need you to join Val... In the meantime, the executive officers will assist...
Ready to undertake a Void Intercept battle assignment.
Modules will make you stronger. Ask me anything about modules.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think? Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
This doesn't look easy. Ah, there you are. Are you hurt at all? I was wondering if Dr. Han would have to take a look at you first. Such a shame about the Ironheart and the Dimension. To be honest, I was surprised to hear about our relationship with the Magisters. I thought I'm starting to appreciate what Alpha said about everything. Anyway, it seems the Magisters have already found 1 or 2 Ironhearts to study. That won't be... maybe the real danger will be with this up. While I was tracking the source of the mysterious gaze, I discovered our mission objectives are to infiltrate the base, find out why the Vulgus forces have been decreasing, and strike. There are signs of Eugen's missing medical corps members that are connected to the base. We'll be rescuing, and this mission will be a little dangerous. But let's make it a success.
Our first target is a structure overlooking the entire gulch called the Eye of Truth. I've sent the mission details about the target and nearby objectives. Make sure you look them over.
So, the culprit behind the ominous gaze you felt is the Eye of Truth?
Yep. The closer you get to it, the more you feel it stare.
voice signal from the Albion channel was transmitted from somewhere nearby. It might be a rescue request from the missing medical corps team. We have to save them. Can you help us?
You don't even have to ask. We're definitely going to save them, aren't we?
Loading.
electronic jamming signals are gone.
Captain! Help us! Please save us!
That's one of my missing medical corps members. Where is it coming from?
There's a device nearby generating a specific frequency. Once we stop it, we'll be able to determine the location.
Ah, my shield!
Use it to blow up the device.
Mm-hmm.